Hello, how are you doing? Hope you guys are doing okay. Prices of bread in the store these days, I figure out like, you know what? I'll start doing my bread by myself. So today I'm making bread. So I have 1000 grams of flour there, 16 grams of yeast, 4 tablespoons of sugar, 1 teaspoon of salt, and I'm going to now mix it to mix the dry ingredients to incorporate properly. So I'm just going to mix the dry ingredients, then I'm going to go in with my wet ingredients. With my wet ingredients, we are going to be having 480 mLs of milk. We are going to be having 4 eggs and 80 grams of butter. So I'm just going ahead to break everything, put it together, and then I'll start mixing. And mind you, once you start mixing, I'm not adding any water anymore. It's just about kneading, kneading, and kneading. So after the milk, I'm just going ahead to knead. I'm going to knead it for 3 to 4 minutes without the butter. Then once that is incorporated, then I'll go in with the butter to knead it for another 7 minutes. So that's what is going to be taking place for the rest of the video till I am done with the butter. It is very sticky, I wouldn't lie, but that's the process. And mind you, I wash my hands. I rather work with my hands than work with gloves because I don't have time to be changing. And if I touch any place with my hands, it's easy for me to watch than to just change the gloves. And nothing proves that the gloves is better than your hands. So yeah, I'm just going to knead it right now. After transferring it, it's going to become stretchy and you just keep going, keep going. That's why I have to get a mixer because now that I've taken that decision that I want to be making my bread by home, I need a stand mixer because I don't want to be going through this dirty work by myself. So you see, we are kneading it, it's coming together and it's a little sticky, but it still comes off from the surface. That's what we are aiming to achieve. Mind you, I thought about this thing around 9 o'clock in the night. So I'm actually making this bread around 9 p.m. because I wanted my children to have bread for breakfast. And Ah, I know that was gonna take me like 3 hours, but there's nothing spoiled. I'd rather do it than go to the store and buy bread for my babies. So we are still going to continue mixing, and in like 3 4 minutes, I'm going to add the butter and keep on kneading. That's the bad part of it. I don't like the kneading part, but we don't have a choice because with bread, you have to knead, you have to knead, you have to knead like your life depends on it. So this is where I spread the bread on and I'm about to put the butter in because I didn't put the butter in the beginning. So I went in with like 80 grams of butter. So I'm just going to put it and continue mixing. At this point, it was slimy. I was like, am I getting it right? But you know what? You have to continue trusting the process because if you are watching any recipe, I just go online. I'm not a chef. I just go online, watch people's recipe, and I come to do it because with YouTube these days, you can do anything you want to do and you can achieve anything you want to achieve if you get the measurements right. Yeah, that was just what I was doing, following others, and trust me, it's worth the process. I'm beginning to feel the bread right now, and yep. So this is the bread after kneading for like 6 to 7 minutes. I'm just going to round it in a bowl and I'm going to put it in the bowl and cover it for like an hour. Then I'll come back to mold it. But for now, I think the kneading process is okay. And in the bowl, I had to grease it with some butter because I don't want it to stick at the bottom. It's just the same bowl I mixed it in the beginning. So I added some butter at the bottom, then I'm just going to transfer my dough back into the bowl, cover it, let it rest for 1 hour while I clean my surroundings. This is 1 hour after, and the thing had proofed. So I'm just going to transfer it to my surface, cut it into my desired sizes, put it in the baking pan, and let it rest again for another 1 hour. Then I'll be ready to bake it. So it's a lot of bread, but I know it's not even going to make me. This bread is going to take me like 1 week in my house because my kids love eating bread. I cook a lot, but they barely eat food, so they like eating bread. So, and I will always make pastries for them, but bread I think is their favorite. So I'm just cutting it into the smaller sizes that I'll be using, and yeah, that is just it. Mold it just as I'm doing right now. I'm just going to go ahead cut all the dough, then I start molding it. So this is the molding process. I'll just fold it inward, and I already grease my baking pans with butter so that it doesn't stick to the bottom. So I'm just going to mold it inward like that, and I'll do that for all of the dough, and I'll see you back when I'm fully done with it and we are ready to bake. In my country we call this one blockade because you make it round. So that is how it is right now. That is how all of it looks like. I'm just going to cover it and set it aside for another 1 hour. Then it's going to be ready for baking. See you in an hour. It's 1 hour now, and we are ready to bake. My oven was already preheating. I'm just going to slide it in my oven, and we are ready. See the result. That's the first one. It came out so good. So once it's ready, you have to grease it with some butter. I guess this one is a little bit dark. Maybe I preheated my oven for maybe too long, but the next time I'm going to go down to like 325 because I baked it at 350. This was just for like 15 to 20 minutes, and it was like this. I was thinking that it wasn't ready in the middle, but once I cut it to taste it, the bread was ready in the middle. It was not raw, it was nice. It was not too sweet because I do not want that too much sweet bread, but yeah, the bread was okay. This is so nice. Let me get the other one. So you see how good it looks like. The bread was really good. So I just removed the second one. The three of them could not get into my big oven. So the last one is in my smaller countertop oven, which I'm going to take it off very soon, but is gradually doing its thing and it's coming out beautifully. Will you be trying this? Trust me, make your bread at home. You're going to enjoy it. I love my bread this morning. I've eaten it until, and yeah, I'm going to make some more of this. Look how good it looks. It looks so good. Yep, will you be trying this? That's the last one. And look at it. Look at it. The next time, that's the color I'm aiming for. So easy, so nice. And you stop buying bread from the store because it's not good. You know that you have made your bread with few ingredients and it's safe to eat in the house and your children will eat with no guilt. Thanks for watching. See you on the next.